This is horrible for me to sit here, relive everything, hear people that I knew, some well, some not. My ex-husband, with whom I shared a life, speak about our lives in the way that they have. This is the most painful and difficult thing I've ever gone through.
After Amber Heard took the stand during the defamation trial between her and Johnny Depp, she was seen getting emotional as she began to share her part of the story and her experiences while telling the jury that it was the most painful thing she has ever been through. From the makeup company exposing Amber to some key witnesses revealing her true colors, the Aquaman actress was in for a rough ride, which only got worse when the courtroom got filled with the actress's voice recordings, admitting that she was the one initiating a physical fight between her and Depp. It was one of the most significant revelations of the entire trial. But wait, before Heard took the stands, one ticking time bomb finally went off, disclosing an insane and shocking revelation that showed the world how big of a liar the actress was. Amber, who all in her previous interviews and on television clearly stated that she had wanted nothing from Depp, got called out once again by a witness for her lies and false allegations. The person testified that Amber's divorce demands skyrocketed within a short period, which started from $4 million and reached a whopping $14.25 million, where the actress also wanted the payments to be free of taxation. So, who revealed the shocking truth and what is the actual story? Let's find out. I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote, Amber said in her testimony, clearly indicating the 2018 Washington Post article the cause of the $50 million libel lawsuit which Depp charged Amber over allegations that it damaged his reputation and caused him to lose many movie deals. Amber, who in her 2018 op-ed wrote, "I spoke up against violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change," claimed to be a victim of DV, and although the article had no mention of her alleged AB, at that time the furious public saw the actress under the lights of a helpless victim and instantly took sides, causing Depp to confront some huge outrage. Before that article was published, Johnny and Amber's divorce was finalized, and both of the former partners stated that they would keep things private and not disclose anything about their marital life to the media. According to The Hollywood Reporter, a non-disparagement clause was inserted into the divorce settlement that restricted either party from saying anything negative about each other and their breakup. A $7 million divorce settlement was also received by Amber from the Willy Wonka star in 2016, which Heard claimed to be donating to the charity. But then years later, it has come to the spotlight that the Aquaman actress has not broken one promise, but failed to keep two of them. Amber, who also signed the non-disparagement clause, disregarded it when she published her 2018 op-ed, breaking the first pledge. The failure to keep her words and dragging Depp into the mess caused the actor to sue his former wife for $50 million for defamation. And at the moment, it is revealed that Heard had not only lied about keeping their divorce matter private, but also went back on her words about donating the $7 million divorce settlement. The jury found out from the pre-recorded testimony of Terrence Doherty, Chief Operating Officer and General Counsel of the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, that Amber has only donated less than half the amount she promised she will, which is $1.3 million of the $3.5 million she said she would give to the organization after she received the $7 million divorce settlement from Depp.
What did you do with that money?
$7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
In the shown video, it is clearly mentioned by Amber herself that she split her divorce settlement money between ACLU and the Children's Hospital Los Angeles. As described in the restraining order and divorce settlement, money played no role for me personally and never has, except to the extent that I could donate it to charity, and in doing so, hopefully, help those less able to defend themselves, Amber said to People, and then further added, as reported in the media, the amount received in the divorce was $7 million, and $7 million is being donated. This is over and above any funds that I have given away in the past and will continue to give away in the future. However, according to Terrence Doherty, the last payment was made in 2018 by Heard, and when the ALCU reached out to the actress in 2019 regarding the remaining installment, Terrence said to the jury, "We learned she was having financial difficulties." And to know more about the truth and whether the donation was made, Depp's lawyers chased the Children's Hospital LA and ACLU, where they were provided documents by the hospital which stated that they only received $100,000 out of the promised $3.5 million gift by the actress. The check shown in the picture was enclosed by Edward L. White, a certified public accountant, who was also known to be handling Depp's finances. Edward wrote to Tiffany Al Nasser, a senior executive at the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, that the donation amount has been made under the name of Amber Heard, who pledged to give away $3.5 million as a gift. The LA Kids facility also said that after not getting the promised installment, they reached out to the Aquaman actress in June 2019 to ask if the pledge will not be fulfilled. Soon after, an ACLU executive also came forward and stated that they too didn't receive the pledged amount, and only $1.3 million was donated out of the promised $3.5 million, and believed that about half the donations, which is $500,000, came from Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, who Amber was dating after her divorce with Depp. Doherty then further testified that Elon had emailed Anthony Romero, the executive director of ACLU, that Heard would donate the rest of the money over the next 10 years. The email sent by Elon read, "Amber, I described your plan to donate $3.5 million to the ACLU over the next 10 years as you very much believe what you were doing." But according to Doherty's testimony, Amber hasn't donated the rest of the money and has also asked ACLU to not issue a press release about her $3.5 million pledge. Yet again, Amber's lawyer, Elaine Breedhoft, came running in like a knight in shining armor to rescue her client once again after she got busted by the organizations and the leaked emails. An article released in 2021 with the following headline, "Johnny Depp making desperate attempt to malign Amber Heard, Aquaman star's lawyer says, admits promised $7 million charitable donations delayed," resurfaced online during the ongoing trial, where it is said by Heard's attorney that how hard Depp is trying to cover up his charges by pressing false accusation on Amber. In her statement, Elaine told Deadline that Mr. Depp's effort to plant stories in the media criticizing Amber for not yet fulfilling all the donations she pledged to charity is yet another desperate attempt to divert attention from the UK court's findings relating to allegations of Mr. Depp committing DA and violence. Elaine further added, Amber has already been responsible for 7 figures in donations to charitable causes and intends to continue to contribute and eventually fulfill her pledge. However, Amber has been delayed in that goal because Mr. Depp filed a lawsuit against her, and consequently she has been forced to spend millions of dollars defending Mr. Depp's false accusations against her. No matter the circumstances, Amber's U.S. attorney, Elaine Breedhoft, has her own way of twisting the story and pressing all charges against Depp just like her client did. But the public is wondering how long Elaine could save Amber when the actress herself has exposed her true self in many given situations. In the defamation trial, there was another groundbreaking revelation from Depp's business manager, Edward White, who testified that the Oscar nominee had spent over $14 million on his divorce with Amber. In his shocking testimony, Edward revealed that Amber's demands during divorce settlement continued to increase, which reached the point of her asking for $14 million without any tax responsibilities.
She initially was looking for a consideration of $4 million, but her demand continually increased. It went from $4 million to $5 million. Then it went from $5 million to $5.5 million. Then it went to $7 million. And then it was $7 million, and she demanded that Mr. Depp also pay $500,000 to her attorneys.
Depp's business manager, Edward White, revealed to the jury how Amber's demand for a $4 million divorce settlement started to increase and reached $14 million, where the actress also asked Johnny to pay her attorneys $500,000. Edward further continued to reveal how the demands got worse, stating that, "So the next event was all the community liabilities that were unresolved, approximately $13.5 million, that Mr. Depp had to pay those liabilities in its entirety. So at that point, she was demanding $14.25 million of consideration." Upon being asked about how the payments were made, White said, "They were initially contemplated to be paid directly to the charities, the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, for the benefit of the children who require severe medical service, and to the ACLU. During the course of the negotiations, one of the demands, because the contract changed, was that the payments be made direct to Ms. Heard. As directed by Depp, Edward had personal involvement regarding the charity payment as he was the one to issue checks to the organizations. However, when asked if he continued to make payments on Heard's behalf, Edward revealed that, "No, in fact, I was chastised for making the payments by Ms. Heard's counsel." Edward then added the numbers, resulting in it reaching $6.8 million, which Depp paid to Amber throughout 2017 and early 2018. Depp's business manager showed precisely why he was in charge of the actor's financial affairs, as the founder of the Edward White & Co. LLP firm had a no-nonsense manner of doing his job. From remembering the dates to the payment numbers, White gave the jury some interesting details regarding the ongoing lawsuit. Mr. Depp was required to pay $500,000 to Ms. Heard's counsel, which he did in a timely, respectful manner. He was also required to pay all the community liabilities of $13.5 million, which accumulated during their 15-month marriage. So he paid all of the community liabilities, she paid none of them, White said to the jury on Thursday. Then he briefly added,
The money that was paid directly to her, the money that was paid to her to the charities on her behalf, the money that was paid to her attorneys, and the relief of all these liabilities that he had to satisfy. That's why I said to you, Counselor, that the total consideration paid to her was $14,250,000, and she demanded that that payment be made free of taxation, that Mr. Depp would have to satisfy all the tax liabilities.
Edward's testimony had aggravated the situation, and it's time to see what the actress who has finally taken the witness stand has to say about these revelations. Several police officers have now also spoken out at the trial, making stunning statements about Amber Heard's statement. Click here for the story.